California.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Majestix Heroclix Podcast. My name is Jeff, and as always, my co-host, Patrick.
Hey, so I have a little problem that I see on the groups.
Uh-oh.
It used to be on Realms, right? But now it's like on the Facebook groups because Realms is no longer a thing. I see so many people. You know, this is gonna make me sound like an elitist, but like, you know, I have some credibility, I have some legitimacy, to say the least. So, you know, I could say something like this. But when I see people make sweeping, not sweeping generalizations, but like when they make statements like it's a fact and they're right without any kind of wiggle room, and the source is coming from, I don't know who the fuck you are. Do you even play? That's when it's like, just like my eyes can't roll back in my head fast enough for me to just like, oh yeah. God, because it's like it's like the Tony Stark meme. Yeah. When he's like, when Cap's like, oh, I got that reference, and he's like, ugh, he just like rolls his eyes.
Yeah.
I see people who they're very active on Facebook on their either on the trade threads or like the discussion things, which is cool. That's good to have discussion, but their voice in there is so loud and strong, like they know something you don't know, when really, you know. And I'm like, who the fuck are you? Do you like, you know, do you even, if lack of a better term, do you even lift, bro? You know what I mean? You know, it's like,
yeah.
I see they might be right. A lot of time they're not. It's just that they're just, maybe it's just like their insecurity that they need to feel right because they actually suck. You know, or maybe they're not as, you know what, they're overcompensating. So they're going to say, oh, this, you know, like, I'll see something like, this isn't to say that like someone like PJ's right all the time, but I would trust his judgment over 99% of the people who aren't on PJ's level. Right. So if PJ says, which is we're gonna roll into this, you know, if he says, I think this piece is good, or this piece is good, or I think it's bad, and then, you know, Bobo T Chimp says the opposite, but says it in like this
condescending,
not condescending, but like in such the confidence, as if like you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So like he's
trying to tell, like he's pretending he's the authority, whereas reality PJ is the authority and the expert in this.
Now, right, but like, of course, there's nobody's the authority on this. But if you want to look at it outside looking in, I look at PJ's credentials and I look at, you know, Joe Schmo. I'm like, well, I would probably take PJ's advice, or like, let's say Micah Love says something, or Dustin Cedars, or Paris. You know, and then some dude that like top 8'd an 8-man rock event. That to me doesn't make any sense. And you know, some of these guys do play in Worlds. I've seen a couple of them, they play at Worlds, and I don't see them in the top whatever, but they still talk like they're somebody.
They're the shit.
Yeah, and it just like bothers me. You know, I don't really get into those discussions on the threads because, you know, like, you can never win. You get sucked into an idiot loop. And, you know, I'm confident in my own, well, shit, I don't have to say shit to anybody. You know, me of all fucking people don't have to say shit to anybody about my pedigree. So that's why I don't even bother like getting into these, because a lot of things they say I believe is wrong. Just wrong, whatever. But I don't get into it because it's like, okay, whatever. I know they're wrong. But I'm not going to. But like, if you get into that with them, and then you get into that like argument where they're gonna change the argument to make it so that they're still right. So I don't even bother. That's why, you know. That's why I vent. That's why I vent to you.
Hey, that's what I'm here for, buddy.
But
so that kind of reminds me of one of my favorite quotes, is that real gangsters ain't gonna flex nuts because they know they got them. Where
There you go.
these Joe Schmoes are trying to flex their nuts because they're trying to find them.
Yeah, it's kind of like a good player will tell you they're good. A great player doesn't have to. Because you know why? Everyone else will tell you that they're great.
Yeah. They
don't want to say anything, right?
That guy's good. Yeah.
So, I see a lot of that, and it's just very, it just rubs me the wrong way because I see the same like 5 people, and I try to look. We keep track of like the events, and I don't see their names winning. They might like top 8 or top 4 or something, but like I don't see them winning.
Yeah.
Said events, but they're still like talking as if they're like on that level.
Hey, that weekly or that monthly OP kit.
Yeah.
Tournaments are great.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't know. It's like I don't even I don't even look at the names. I just look at their Facebook icons and I see them.
Yeah.
So I don't even know their names. If I see the picture, oh, it's this guy again, right? Because it's like their icons. So like, oh, this guy probably said something stupid. Part of the time they're right. Like a lot of the time they're right.
Yeah.
Because the sky is blue, so they don't need. So like if they're repeating that, then okay, cool. But to have some kind of insight that kind of goes away from what the top players think. Kind of like, well, you might be right, but until you prove it to me and show it to me in an actual thing, you're not right. Because you can only go with results.
Exactly.
Like, results is like the best form of evidence.
Actions speak much louder than words.
But those are that's the best form of evidence by supporting your argument. If you tell me you're good, but you don't show me you're good by doing something.
Yeah.
Then like kind of your opinion to me doesn't matter. But if you're good and you win, like if Easton was to tell me that Jakar at like 300 points or whatever is good, I'll be like, nah, man, you're full of shit. But I'm like, well, but on the other side, I'll be like, wait a minute.
Let me go try that out.
This is coming from Easton. Hold on. Maybe I'm missing something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he could be fucking with me, but if he's serious,
exactly. That's what I mean. So
yeah, no, exactly.
And the one other thing that I think that a lot of people miss, and I tell this to a lot of people, these 3 words I'm about to say will save your ass in any argument, anything that they can't get it back to. It can never like come back to you.
I'm sorry.
It's think, feel, believe. You put any of those words in before your argument, that's your get out of jail free card.
Yeah.
Because you're not making an absolute statement, which means if you make because the problem is when you make an absolute statement, that pisses everyone off, right? Because then if you're going to say this is this and there's no wiggle room whatsoever and someone happens to have a different opinion, the second you're wrong, people are going to gloat right away. And they're going to be like, remember when you said it was this? Remember when you said it was that? It was this, blah, blah, blah. But if you say, you know what? I think it's good. I believe it's good. I feel that's good. I feel that it could work. And if it doesn't, then you can go back, well, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
And then they go, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I was wrong. But by you saying those 3 words, it opens up a discussion, a debate, instead of an argument.
In my opinion.
Yes, that's basically what it is. So think, feel, believe, right? If you put those, it opens up a debate or discussion because now it shows the person who's on the other side of the conversation that you aren't completely 100% that way. So you can talk to him, but you can talk to him about it. But if you're just dead set on that, no, this is how it is, and that's what it is, then you have an argument. There's a difference between discussion, debate, and argument, right? Now, argument, you're going to be like yelling at each other, and you're going to be trying to prove each other wrong, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And that doesn't help, So like when we have like, discussions on whether something is ban worthy or not. You know, the guys that in our chat are always very mature, very like they look at it from like a pragmatic sense, and there's like no emotion. So
Yeah,
so it's easy. So then people can make their cases, and then like it's a nice discussion. Then like people will come to a conclusion, right? You'll come to a common ground, which is good.
Yeah, no, they're willing to look at the other person's perspective and try and understand where they're coming from, and it's a lot of mutual respect within the group. Yeah.
Which leads to Proteus controversy. All right.
This is true.
So you're familiar with it, right?
Yeah, they haven't errated it yet.
No, but you've seen that?
Yeah, that they want to do
go ahead and
a ban on it.
Go ahead and recap it real quick.
So they basically want to put a temporary ban or a ban on it in Bronze Age until it becomes errated.
Well, no, I'm just talking about in modern.
Oh, in modern, yeah. So the Proteus G014 the rare has the trait that when a character within range or whatever does 5 does a power action or costed action that they get to place 3 barriers or so many barriers.
Place one barrier. Basically one barrier.
But one barrier or any terrain, right?
It's any terrain. So basically it's barrier.
Barrier within that character's range that did
within 3 of that character.
So if you have 5, 6, 10 of them in the back, they all trigger, and you're creating 10 barrier for that one costed action, another 10 barrier for that other costed action, and just creating 40, 50 barriers a turn that takes forever to put out, and then B, who's going to be able to get through 6, 7 things of barrier? Last time I checked, Facetail doesn't have a lot of move and attack.
Also, they're also playing it with a couple of the orange
ones that turn off improved abilities. So
improved abilities within 3. So you still can't even get in no matter what.
Yeah. So, and you know what is it for fun sportsman of the year? No, what's it called? For good spirit of the game, right? It doesn't seem fair to take 40 minutes to place all your barriers.
Right. And that's not even counting if you're playing like autonomous figures. Ugh.
So, but I guess it doesn't matter because they're not having a modern event for a while, right?
Right. There isn't.
I guess there's no.
There are still like Winamaps and stuff going around. You know, there are still regionals, but no. But I was talking about with that. Did you see that thread where PJ got into it with everybody?
On the Facebook?
Yeah.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, where he, you know, this is what I was talking about earlier. Like he makes really good points because he's like, look, you know, you're gonna make like, it was either him or Tiago, like you're gonna make like 60, somewhere around 60. Their theme, by the way, the version of this is it's a monster theme. It's like plus 15 or 14 or whatever. You're gonna make like 50 or 60 single marker barriers with your star fights. And you're already playing an indoor map. So, okay, there's already a lot of blocking. How are you going to get through, right?
Yeah.
Now, the thing is, it goes up at the beginning of the next turn, which means you're free to attack. Which means afterwards you can remake all those barriers again by moving other guys in its place. And then make another, you don't have to make 60, just make like 30 this time because you killed somebody. Or
and
whatever.
You still can't get through.
Exactly. So, if and so, you know, I think a couple of people, you know, some people were just like, you know, just deal with it. It's just, you know, just because what was the one argument? And I hate hearing this. Just because the good players can't, or just because like the top players haven't figured out a way around it. It's along the lines that like, if just because you guys can't figure a way around it, doesn't mean it should be banned. Like just because you don't like it doesn't mean it should be banned. And that's in reference to like the top players.
But
you know, kind of like inner circle or whatever you want to say.
I'll play devil's advocate. I could see where they're coming from, where this person making the comment from, oh, the ivory tower saying, we don't like this. But also at the same time, you have to look at it as they're trying to look out for probably the best atmosphere of the game.
Yes. So
because they could all play this and then everyone still wouldn't be able to get to them. So
that argument of that whole thing is irrelevant to this. It does not apply because it has nothing to do with can you get around it. It's just the degenerate gameplay that you're going to run into where you're playing that team and I'm playing this team and then we just bury each other off. That's not how we play Heroclix. We want to play where we move and attack and roll dice.
And everyone's just going to be sitting there burying for 45 minutes and then you're going to be like, well, here's 30 barrier. Exactly. And you might get a turn and a half in or something.
Yeah. So that whole thing, that whole argument, and then I think some people were kind of like, oh, just do this, just do that, just do this, and then it's like, what are you gonna do? I'm a plus 15 to my map roll or 14.
Yeah, you're not winning.
What are you supposed to do to my plus 14 map roll? You're plus. Oh wow, you're plus 8. That's awesome. I'm still 6 over you, and then we're gonna get on like Stark Tower. And then I'm just going to keep waiting until I roll onto one of those, one of the Stark Tower pogs.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go run over there and kill your Retaliator. And then I'm just going to bury it for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
So
it's not going to be fun to play against.
No. And it makes for a very degenerate environment, which is the same reason why we put Legion on the ban list for modern bronze.
Yeah, for bronze.
Because of the degeneracy of the team, and also just like you were saying, just how long it takes to put everything up.
You said it took Adam 40 minutes to place all.
Yeah, so when Adam and PJ originally did their test, it took like 40 minutes for like a turn and a half.
Just the placement of the pogs.
Just to whatever. Like I think Adam got his initial, and then PJ got his, and then Adam killed like a Groot or something little, and then he was continuing to make more chains, and then time ran out.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I was like, well, yeah, because you're making like 30 attacks, more than 30. You're making like 80 attacks or however many attacks, and that's a lot, man.
Yeah, because you're rolling to attack Penguin. You're placing all the pogs so that you're rolling out at least 8 of them, moving those 8 out, making another 8, moving those 8 out, making another, and just filling up literally the whole map.
And that whole time too, you're still rolling dice too.
No, exactly.
You just have to physically roll the dice. But even if you don't roll the dice, it takes a long time just to do all the moving.
Yeah.
And then you got to add the attack rolls.
Yeah. God forbid it rolls off the table, right? You get a free table prob.
Dude,
sorry, I rolled off the table 4 times, guys.
Dude, what's gonna be weird is how do you even roll on the map when the map is full of bugs?
Oh my God, yeah. Cock. Oh, it's cock. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Got to get that dice tray.
So yeah, so that's the whole thing. Like it goes hand in hand with that whole thing. I understand their end of it. Because some might feel like, oh, just because just because you guys don't like it, whatever. But I also think that because they don't play, I mean, I'm putting 2 and 2 together, that these guys don't play at like high levels. So they're not going to understand and see what the environment looks like. They're probably used to playing, like you said, the monthly. Everybody sits in a chair and they're pointing left. That format, or everybody's got to wear a trench coat. Everybody's got to wear purple. Everybody's going to have a theme team from the comic book.
Girl power.
Yeah, like 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon, whatever crap you guys, whatever, because they're not used to that kind of gaming.
Yeah.
They're going to have a different view of the game. And in my opinion, that's the wrong view to apply to a high level situation. You cannot apply your casual monthly, weekly way of style of play into how we play for Worlds.
No, like another comparison is, my softball league. Let's compare that to some Major League Baseball.
Exactly. Yes, that's a good example. One's a softball, yes, exactly. So, You know,
besides the softball,
they could be
but yeah,
they could be different. That's fine, but you just can't. You can't be like, well, why are they? How come the whatever? Because there's some rules that are probably slightly different.
Yeah.
Right, and they have to tweak it just because the games are like slightly different.
Yeah.
I mean, for one, the ball's gigantic in softball, and it's like slow pitch. Are you talking about slow pitch softball? We're not talking like the fast pitch softball, right? Because that's hardcore.
But okay, we'll go soft pitch. We'll go.
But even then, the fields are smaller.
Yeah, exactly. It's a different playing field.
Exactly. So by saying a certain, your parameters are based off of a smaller softball field, and then you got to bring that argument into a baseball diamond. That's way, way different.
Different league. So this reminds me of another comment that I saw someone talking about the green Proteus, and they're like, "Oh man, I would only play 2 of them. I don't know why anyone else would want to play more." And then everyone's just like, because they want to win.
Yeah,
and it's a good combo. Like, it's just people's thought process towards playing 10 of them or more. Just
I wonder if this guy's. I wonder if that guy was trolling.
I didn't respond.
I know. I don't. I just no. Yeah. So, we're too busy doing our own thing. It's just we got to talk about the news. So
another one that I keep hearing griping about wanting a Rata on. It's probably one of the harder figures to get in the set. It's the Wendigo. Or Mr. Wendigo.
What happened?
Just the wound tokens and the free attacks and just running through teams.
What does he actually say?
Let me pull him up here.
I know he gets to free attack after he moves, as long as there's a wound token on some. As long as he attacks a wound token guy, right?
Yeah. So anytime someone takes damage from an attack, they get a wound token.
Okay.
And then if they have a wound token, he gets to make a free attack against them.
There's a trigger on it, though.
Yeah, I'm going to it. Here it is. Sidestep only if a character has a wound token when an opposing character takes damage from an attack. Give that character a wound token when character heals. No, there it is. Oh, when Wendigo ends his movement, after resolution, he may make a close attack, but only to target a character with a wound token.
After he ends his movement?
Yeah.
So he can sidestep and then attack and then move in and attack?
Yeah. So
he can Hulk?
Yeah.
You can Hulk him so you can Korath him?
People have been talking about putting Korath with him.
But somebody needs to have a wound token already, right?
Yeah. So
and then he can heal past, right? He can heal past his starting?
I believe so.
He does. I'm pretty sure he does. What's it say?
Yeah, no, yeah, he can heal all the way up. He may heal past the starting line, yeah. So the traits Ancient Mystical Curse, Colossal Stamina, Steel Energy. When Wendigo uses Steel Energy, he may heal past the starting line. So with all these free attacks...
Good God!
So he has Charge Flurry. So he's going to charge in Flurry, hit 2 different people. After his move action...
he gets to attack?
He gets to attack. So Sidestep, finishing the move from the charge, right? Yeah. So that's a lot of free attacks. And then if you have a Korath next to him, he's just going to carry him.
Hey, check this out. So with the oh my God, I just thought about this. With the rise of Wendigo, if everybody plays it.
Yeah.
So does does Daredevil just go in the trash? Because you're just just like no sixes. You just keep hitting them, right?
Oh my God. Yeah. Well, he's gonna keep the. So how do you get rid of the wound token when a character heals?
Dude, no. But look. Wendigo. Okay, let's take the Korath example. Okay.
Okay.
Let's assume that you called in and you hit Daredevil, and he has a wound token. Okay. You run up with Wendigo. He hits. Right?
Yeah.
Let's assume you don't roll 6s for a while.
You just sit there and keep attacking for days.
Then he heals 1,000.
Oh my God!
because he just keeps hitting. Doom, doom, doom.
Okay, yeah. Oh my God.
So it's still energy. Boom, boom.
So
boom.
honestly, he's far better than Hulk because Hulk doesn't heal. He dies after 3, and this guy can heal up to his starting click, which is a 300-point figure.
So we're gonna go all the way to the top.
And 19 invincible.
You're gonna go, and you paid 15 points for him. You're gonna be like, oh man, I rolled. That sucks. I rolled 3 6s. All right, well then your Daredevil's dead.
Yep, done. Oh, I took Mystics. Oh well, I'm gonna heal like 5 times.
He doesn't have Mystics.
No. If you hit someone that has Mystics, I'm just saying.
Oh yeah.
With all the attacks,
you would just heal.
So another thing people have been talking about is have the whales carry him out. Quake, give everyone the wound token.
He sidesteps up
and just destroys everyone.
But the Korath thing's better.
Yeah, Korath is very good.
Oh.
You just got to figure out how to injure their whole team first. But send the Hulk out there or Vulture, ping their whole team down real fast, and then follow up with a Wendigo.
Yeah. So why did they want to errata? What's the errata?
Oh, so that the wound tokens only come when he deals the damage, not just when anyone deals the damage.
I originally thought that's what it was, and then when I saw it wasn't, I'm like, oh god.
Yeah.
Because I could just call in somebody, shoot you, and then come after you.
EE the whole team and just.
Oh lord.
Yeah. So that's that.
I got something. I got a Bronze Age thing with him later.
Okay. You were talking about top cuts at events. Is that a modern thing or bronze?
It's modern because that's kind of what they use.
Okay.
But the whole thing on when you go to a rock event, there should always be a top cut. That's kind of because I saw somebody posted. I think it was Matt Donham.
Oh, said, I did comment on that one.
Yeah, he said that if it sucks when I go to an event and there's no top 8 cut.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree with him because this is what in the very, very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
It was so stupid. The very beginning, it's like we're talking like years ago when The Rock started. I had to convince them that we need to run more than 3 rounds at these events.
Yeah, especially if there's a lot of people there.
But can you believe I actually had to convince them that that was a thing? Like, not only that, but what they wanted to do originally was 3 rounds and then cut to 16. Okay. Right, that was the original path, right? The original thing. And I said, okay, here's the problem. When you get 60 players, that isn't going to do shit.
Yeah, no.
You need to run more rounds. Because what I was saying was, let's say you went to a regional where there's, 60 players, and you only got to play 3 rounds.
I'd be hella mad.
And let's say
not if I went 3-0, but
let's say you traveled, but that's not. But okay, let's say you got unlucky,
and
then you lost 1 round because it's only 3 rounds. You didn't have enough. You didn't have another round or 2 to prove that you're worthy to get in.
Exactly.
Now you're at the mercy of the point.
Not getting lucky with bad dice rolls, just a bad matchup. It happens.
Yeah. So, but it's just that you're not getting enough of a sample.
Yeah. No. Of course.
When the people gets in, but you drive 6 hours to an event, 5 hours, and then you'll play 3 rounds and you go home.
Yeah, I usually like to play a little longer than my drive time, at least one way.
So when I did that, when I had to talk to him about it, I was like, all right, can we please at least do 4? I remember just do a minimum of 4, please, for the love of God, do 4.
Yeah.
So they did 4, cut to 16, and I'm just like, oh my God, and then I just said, when I'm my event, I was like, when we were running our regionals, we were getting 70, 80 players. So we were doing 6 rounds.
I was going to say, at least 6 rounds of Swiss.
And then we would do cut to 8 because, that many people, you want to be able to you want to make sure you have the right amount of rounds so that you get the top players. Because the problem is, if you don't have enough rounds, there are going to be people that have 1 loss that don't get in.
Mm-hmm.
And that should never be the case in an event. And that's kind of the argument that I was telling, if you have a winning record, not only a winning record, but you only lost 1 time, there should never be a time where you don't get in. Never, ever, 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 ever. Let's now that's the one thing I will say. Unless you're playing a single elimination, if you're doing a straight up Swiss, never, ever, 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 and this is where I will not say think, feel, believe, because this is 100% true, right? There's no ifs, and, or buts about this. If you're playing a Swiss round and you only have one loss, there is no reason why you don't make the cut.
Yeah.
If that means there are too many one-loss people, and your cut is, let's say your cut is 8, and there's like 16 one-loss guys, you need to run another round.
Yeah, and that way everyone gets to play a little more, and it thins out the elite players.
Yes. So the thing here was, they put like what the brackets were and everything, and to me this is old hat because we've been doing this for years, and there's always the philosophy of when you look at stuff like this is every undefeated should get in, every X and 1 should get in. If there's any X and 1 don't get in, that means you need to run another round, and there should never be a 500 record to get in to the top cut.
Yeah,
because that means you don't have enough players to have that parity, not the parity, to have the separation. If you're doing a cut to 16, I remember this one time we did. There were 24 players up there in Hanford when we played in the barn. Sorry, Aaron, it's not a barn. The Sci-Fi Con up there in Hanford, right? They did. There was 24 players. This is before you played. There was 24 players, and this was back in 2014.
Oh,
yeah. So there were 24 players, and we did 5 rounds. Okay, which is cool. Now that's normal though, because that's normal because if you're past 16 players, you're supposed to do 5 rounds.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah,
because
if you're past
4 rounds,
17 to 32 is what 5 rounds, cut the top 8.
Right. Okay, we did 24, but because the Rock rules were cut to 16, we did cut to 16.
Oh my god!
So 16 out of the 24 got in. There should never be half or more to get in.
I was going to say there's probably some like 2 and 3s that made it in.
Yes, exactly. There were like 3 players with 2 and 3 records that got in.
Oh my god.
And I was like, okay, that's when we're like, okay, we need to change this because that's ridiculous. You can't go that many rounds. So it's either you cut it to 4 and then you have 16 players, or you do 5 and you do 8.
Yeah, the 5 and the 8 make more sense.
Yes, that's how it's supposed to be. But so because of that, it was really weird watching the 2 and 3 guys got in.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, hey, I'll give it to the person that has the 1 seed, has an easy pass that first round.
Yes. I did.
Yeah, there you go, buddy.
Because I had to play a 2 and 3 guy, and I was like, man,
dude, all right. So just fate of the dice. How mad would you have been if you lost to 2 and 3? Seed.
Okay. Funny story. Okay. So when we went, there were 6 of us. All right, Chris Flores, Kevin Afruz, me, Justin Jimenez, Ryan Roberts, and Paul Lau. That was like our crew from back in the day, right? The 8, like those the A team was Kevin, me, and Justin, and then the Majestix Gold. That's what they like to say. They were the other 3, right? Yeah. Even though Chris ended up winning the U.S. Mexican national champion, so
nice.
Take that for what it's worth. Anyway, Ryan was playing a Toyman team, right? The Toyman with the little toys that come on.
Yeah.
He likened it to a mini team base. Okay, because you could pop off little things and they do stuff, and then they're like, Kevin was like, dude, that team sucks, right? So they tested a bunch of times leading up to it, and Kevin was like, How many times you need to lose before you to stop playing this team? They played and he lost. Like Ryan lost every single game. You can see where this is going. He lost every single game. They play in the Swiss rounds there. Kevin murders him. And Kevin's like the 4 seed or whatever, or the 3 seed or something. Because like he only lost to me. Yeah. So Kevin was like 3rd or 4th seed, and Ryan was like right there. But Ryan had the 2-3 record. Kevin was 4-1. And he's 4-1. They play. Ryan beats him. And Kevin was just like, of all the times you beat me, it has to be when it freaking counts. And he was so like, Kevin did a good job, just like very like good on him for not being very demonstrative in his like saltiness. But still it bothered him. He was like, I still can't believe he'd bring up like every night, I can't believe you fucking beat me. He's like, we tested that game probably like 10 times, that matchup, and he beat him every time. And then he plays in there and beats him. So yeah.
That's funny. That reminds me of a story. So we were practicing for WKO for a couple weeks. I'm playing this team. I'm like hell-bent on playing this team. I want to play it. I think it's good, but in store, I'm like, fuck, I keep losing. I cannot win with this at all in the store. I am like, fuck it, I'm going to play it. I made some final adjustments right before we went up. My buddy had literally beaten me. Keish. He beat me like 15 times in 2 weeks against the Shredders. And I'm like, all right. So we go place in Final Four. He's like, well, I'm sorry, man. It's been a good day. And I'm like, all right, man, let's see what happens. And I beat him. He was just like, out of all those times, 15 times in a row, I lost against him. And that one time I beat him in the tournament. He's like, what the fuck? He was so mad at me. Yeah, he didn't talk to me for like 2 days. He didn't talk to me for 2 days.
Dude, it's so funny, right? It was
a quiet car ride home. But
so,
yeah.
But yeah, so there should always be a top cut basically with the anime. It's just depending on the players, it should always be top. For the most part, the smaller events should be top 4. But for a guideline, if you have 1 loss, you should get in. If there are too many 1 losses on your cut, then you need to go another round. There should always never be someone with a losing record, or I'm even wary of having somebody with a 500 record getting in, because you need to either do another round or you need to make the cut smaller, either from 16 to 8 or 8 to 4, because maybe sometimes it just turns out that way, that like maybe one guy with like a 2-2 record gets in, fine. But there should never be a 2-3. And
2-2 maybe with like a lot of points.
But if that happens, it has to only be like that's the only guy that got in. It can't be like, half your top whatever is a bunch of 2-2s or 3-3s. So,
and not one of those wins is a bye. Doesn't count.
Exactly. So, all right.
How many people were at that event that he didn't get a top cut for? Did he say?
Let me see. I know. Will Gordon, the guy that does rankings.
Okay, nice. Yeah.
What did he say? He got 15 players.
Yeah, so they should have had 4 rounds and a cut to top 2.
So yeah, they did. I don't know what they did their cut to. I think it was top 4.
Okay.
Which is fine. Yeah, because they did do 4 rounds. Yeah. And yeah, it should probably be top 2, but I think they just did top 4. Which is fine. I think 15 players, that's a pretty solid number where you could do a cut 4.
Yeah.
It's okay. But if you're gonna do a cut to 4, you should probably do 3 rounds cut to 4. Because that's such a small field.
Yeah.
Because you're doing a cut anyway. So you might as well do it.
If you 3 rounds cut to 4 is good, or if you want to do the extra Swiss and then cut to 2.
Right, yeah. So it just depends how you
have options.
Yeah.
Depends on what your players want to play. If they want to, if they're all done and want to go do some BRs, do less Swiss, or if you want a fighting chance, let's play another round.
Yeah.
So what is it? T-minus 9 days till Star Trek is supposed to drop. The second one. No previews. It's with Boldly Go, right? Because we already had the Resistance is Futile. which
I'm getting a case tomorrow.
Oh, I was gonna say it's just completely sold out, but yeah, I grabbed what I could from
the Resistance. Yeah, I still have 4 more boxes on hold for me.
Okay, nice.
So
yeah,
I'm just just because I have to get X-Men too, because we have League. So, and also there are people looking for bricks and cases, so I gotta have some. Also, the 12th next week. I don't know. Can you bring up LA Comic Con by any chance? Share LA Comic Con. I don't. So they've been very, very like lax with their scheduling.
Comic-Con LA.
Yeah, Comic Con. The LA Comic Con is the 12th, the 11th, 12th. Right? It's next week. 11, 12, 13. And we are running Heroclix events there.
Can you see what I'm sharing?
Yeah.
Is that it? Okay.
Yeah, there should be something there that says like schedule, like main programming. I don't know.
On the floor?
On the floor. There should be gaming like a gaming schedule maybe.
Yes. Programming.
Schedule, competition, what else? Programming maybe? I don't know. Exhibit, industry.
Program schedule?
Yeah. Let's try that.
What days are you doing stuff? All days?
I'm doing all of them. Do Saturday because that's the one we're doing the most. Let's see.
Okay.
I don't know if they have anything. So it's just the panel. But yeah, these are the they don't have.
Here. Oh no, X-Men animated series.
I know.
I was like, oh, is that you?
Go back and there should be a gaming schedule on that show info on the floor. Show orders, FAQ directions. How about on the floor?
Floor plan and exhibitors. Are you an exhibitor?
I am an exhibitor too.
All right.
So we're. Let me see if I'm on there. I think we're 1761.
Ooh. All right.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't even know if we're
17.
Tabletop gaming. You see a tabletop gaming next to the photo booth?
Up here. Yeah.
Okay. Can you zoom in?
So
okay. Yeah, 1761 is us.
Right here on the corner. Oh, you got a corner booth. That's solid,
and then we're running the events at the tabletop gaming.
Oh, nice. Perfect.
Yeah,
very cool. It's perfect.
One of the reasons why we're doing it too is because the whole organizer that does all the scheduling for the entire thing, he used to play Heroclix.
Oh, very nice.
So he was like, he reached out to one of my customers who's a who helps run like these cons.
Oh,
and he was just like, yeah. So he got in contact with me. He's like, yeah, I got you a booth, got you this. Like, how many badges you need? We're gonna have your schedule. I'm like, okay, but I'm like, I just got the schedule like Thursday or Friday, and I'm like, man, because I was hounding him a little bit. I was like, hey, man, we need to advertise this stuff. You know?
Like I need the info.
But
I
mean, whatever.
Look,
perfect. For us, it's like I don't have to pay anything for the booth.
Yeah, it's like free advertising.
I don't have to pay anything for the gaming. I just get free badges, and we're going to be able to move a product because we're going to bring in all the old product, all sealed. We're going to have the brick boxes there. We're going to have sealed events, Popper, and Silver Age name theme team.
Oh, okay, the 500 point.
Yeah, I wonder, man. There has to be a schedule on there for gaming. That's cool. It says tabletop gaming though.
Yeah,
that's cool. I wonder if that's all for us. That's kind of sick.
That's like 6 booths, or no, it's 9 booths.
A lot, huh?
That's 30 by 30. It looks like because each booth is usually a 10 by 10.
That's cool, man. I mean,
nice.
That's what I was telling the guys here. Anybody, I was like, dude, if anybody wants to help, let me know because I can get you badges because I can get as many. Like basically, he just goes, how many? Because I asked him how many badges can I get. He goes, how many do you need? I'm like, okay, hold on.
Nice.
Let me gather the names first. And then
dude, if I was down there, I would be there with you.
So. Oh, that means Star Trek will be out.
Oh, yeah. So, do you think there's going to be like 2 broken figures in this set, like there was the last one?
I hope there's another like dice manipulation.
So I believe we're getting at least 2 more datas because we got the common and
hopefully he has
the SR. Yeah.
I just want to see more
So it's supposed to be what, Ferengi, right? Oh my God, no,
I have no idea.
I don't think I'm gonna go on a bold statement here, and nobody likes the Ferengi.
You're gonna boldly go.
I'm gonna boldly go and say nobody likes the Ferengi, but what do I know? And I didn't say in my opinion. So you can argue with me.
No, you did say I don't think. Oh, you just said nobody likes them.
Yeah, no, I'm saying nobody likes the Ferengi.
I don't know. I don't even know what. Is that the?
It's the one.
Yeah.
So
okay.
the dude, the guy that I think played the actor just died.
Armadillo head.
Yeah, it's weird.
Not armadillo head.
Like a visor.
Like those the dinosaur where they like headbutt you with the big.
Oh yeah. The big. Things. I know.
Yeah, that's like that thing.
Yeah, bald shiny head.
Yeah.
So that's kind of it for modern. I think it was Pauper. There's not much. You said you're having an event coming up on the 12th.
Yeah, that's going to be
no new news.
It's just going to be whatever. It's going to be X-Men. I feel like it's going to be Onslaughts and Nimrods.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of Onslaughts and Nimrods.
And then probably
and I feel like
Phoenix.
Yeah, but I feel like Nimrod nerfed the turtles because they were somewhat of a competitor when you
Juggernaut,
were actually.
Juggernaut, sorry.
Oh
Juggernaut,
God, yeah, Juggernaut.
Exodus.
But even the Juggernaut's gonna have a hard time against Nimrod. He's just gonna return the attack right back at him.
Yeah, I feel like Nimrod could be good, right? In modern, am I missing something?
Has potential. How many points is it?
175.
It's not bad. Sentinel.
No, you don't even play. You just play Q with him.
Oh.
Good luck trying to freaking hit him.
Oh yeah, dude, that's too good.
Because he's gonna lower your roll.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, that's rough.
Like if you get a 1 or 2 showing, you cannot attack Nimrod. You absolutely cannot attack Nimrod.
Yeah, you have to rearrange your attacks.
You're gonna have to pulse him. Like that's your only shot is to pulse. Which means if you're pulsing him, Q is probably not in the pulse range. Which means Q can probably replace your die.
Or if you're going after the 1Q, you're spending your resources their way.
Exactly.
Nimrod's going to call some big ass.
Himself,
yeah.
And then just pulse you. I don't know.
Or he's 175 points and he can call in some big bad motherfuckers.
Yeah, he could just call in a storm and just do it.
Like single target pulse wave for 5.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's solid strategy. Nimrod's not cosmic, or you won't get team, right?
No, you could do a Sentinel team where you play like Trask and Friends of Humanity. You can play stuff like that.
Out a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, because they can keep making the Sentinels, and then they can just run interference while Nimrod does his thing.
I feel like you'd still be giving up a lot of points, though.
You would. You definitely would. I mean, you don't have to. I mean, you could just make the. I like of Humanity. I
like the Q strategy better.
Yeah, that's funny, dude.
I think it's
hilarious.
I think it's more. I think the Friends Humanity might be more of a fun team.
Yeah. Well, that's probably something you'd be playing in Pauper.
Pauper, yeah. So, speaking of Bronze Age, because that's what we talk about a lot. Yeah. I got my trial kit in.
Oh yeah, I saw the unboxing. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I got some.
Oh, yeah. What do you think of that little? What do you think of that thing that I sent?
The manila envelope.
Yeah.
I'll go over that next. I want to do the other stuff first.
Oh, okay.
So we got the Majestix Pogs in. Hold on, I can't see myself, so I don't know what I'm actually showing you. There we go. So we got these cool things in. I think some of you guys may have seen these before. Some of you guys may
have played in ours, but yeah, they're
for those of you guys that haven't, these are different than the regular poker chip tokens. They fit a little better in this square. Another big exciting thing I know that we talked about. Yeah. We got 2 of these bad boys in.
First and second, get it. Boom.
First and second.
There you go. Boom. That'll be legal in December.
Yeah. And then...
Which also means December is when we get the new maps, too. Woo!
Ooh, I'm excited for those.
Ice Planet.
All right. So I was very impressed by this, sir. So...
Let's see if we can... Oh, yeah.
So this comes with like all the rules, everything, the maps that are legal. This comes with all the info for the prize kit. Again, the ban list, expectations of cuts right here, as we were talking about earlier. So in case anyone had the question, and then bam, your green ticket into the 1K event
in December. Yep.
December 7th. So definitely some cool stuff. I'm excited for my event on the 19th.
And you're tossing in all of the purchasables from the 2019 stuff, right? The new stuff.
Just the new ones from
the new
Worlds.
ones,
yeah.
So you're doing
Robin with the Bat Cycle, the Gamma Charge,
and Miles,
Static, Miles, and then H Style with what's his face,
Robbie Reed.
Yeah,
dude, those are really good pricing.
So these guys,
people who are close should come because especially out here on the West Coast, because not many people went to Worlds. It's hard to get these, so being able to just win these,
exactly,
it's really good.
It makes it a little more accessible for everyone who didn't get a chance to go out there. So yeah, it's a good opportunity to come get them, have a good time. I like to start my events early so we can be done.
So on the 19th, right?
Yeah, on the 19th. Registration starts at 9. Event time starts at 10.
Yeah.
$15 buy-in.
You get all that stuff, and then
and along with that, there's goodie bags for the first 60 people to sign up.
Yeah. And when you were talking about that certificate, just for those who don't know, it's first round buy and free entry. And your first round buy comes with 300 victory points. So it's like getting a win with 300 points. So and free entry. So,
so if you're worried about showing up to the event and not winning anything, it's like an auto win.
Yeah, because you already you already get you're already getting that for free. But we're also looking at doing the paper maps for the 1K.
Yeah.
We'll look at that once we look at how our kits are, how they all sell. But we have 10 already committed. We might even have 11, but we have 10. The backup was the 11th, but we have 10 already, which is pretty good. And they're all pretty locked in. Just to go over real quick, just to talk over the maps. So in December, the 1K, instead of the goodie bags that we give out, you're gonna get a paper map, dice and tokens for the 1K. That's just for entry, so that's already pretty good. And then on top of that, there's you're still eligible to win the top 16 prizing at the end, which includes the new map, the new Ice Planet map, which is going to be neoprene. Whereas the ones that it's going to be the ones that you're going to get for participating for the 1K is a paper map of the Tron. So one-sided, gloss on one side. So that's still a couple months, 2-3 months out. 2 months out. We can but it only takes a week for it to even ship. But also the tokens are done. Just to let you know.
Okay. Nice.
The next batch, which is going to come probably towards November or second half of October. So those kits are going to be new, because we're going to have the Stegron. It's the 3 Stegron Pogs, the Bruce Banner Pog from the Hulk and Diaper. Yeah, and then what were the other one? Living Hair Medusa, the zombies from
the alien,
the alien from Q.
Yeah. So a lot of the newer ones, which are really cool.
And then there's one more. There was one more. Because there was 8.
Did you say Black Panther?
Yeah, I said the Black Panther. Let me just look it up real quick here.
Yeah, it's probably better.
But it's done. It's gonna take about a week for it to arrive here. Because they're only in Northridge or Simi Valley, so it's really close. All right, it is Medusa Starfight. Oh yeah, what are I talking about? The Starfight.
Oh, Starfight. Oh my god,
the important thing. So
this is true.
Yeah. And
especially those Proteuses.
Yeah. So, what was the map? I thought I was saying something else. Maybe that was it.
Your event's on the 5th. That's coming up.
Oh yeah, our events
week,
right? We already have a few people signed up. We're probably gonna get a solid 8 players.
Nice.
It's kind of quick and soon, but we should have a good number. I feel like we should get 8.
Don't sneeze too hard, man. You might get more.
Yeah, I know. Because if like Emilio and them show up, then that's like at least 3.
Yeah.
Because one of them already signed up, which means if one signs up, then that means like the rest of them are coming.
Yeah, and you'll probably get Steve and Tony.
Actually, they're not, because they're going to be going to New Orleans.
Oh my God, they're traveling so much.
Yeah.
God.
But okay, so we have also, so they're committed. I really need to.
You're going down the list of the venues.
Yeah, I need to update the actual dates and everything, but they're committed. Comic Cult in Torrance is committed
on the 20th of October.
Yeah, that's a Sunday, and they start at 3, which is crazy. So they're gonna end at like 8 or 9.
Okay. Yeah.
I gotta tell them they gotta start like 2, man.
Yeah, that's why I start my events early, man.
Yeah.
So you still have your day.
Ours is the 5th. There's nothing on the 12th. You're on the 19th. They're on the 20th. I gotta. Armando is committed. They just gotta give me a date. So that's another one. So I don't know. They just keep track of how many. And then Ernie's on the 2nd.
Yeah, November 2nd, up in Roseville.
So we just got to, lock down the actual,
dates.
The details.
Did you say Sci-Fi Factory?
Sci-Fi Factory in
on the 26th.
Yeah,
Texas.
And then
Lake Worth.
Yeah, there's one in Baytown, Texas, that Scott Johnson's running. They're most likely going to do it. He said they are, but he needs to talk to the owner too. But he wants to do it.
Nice.
So they might be the only one that's not. There's 2 in Arizona, 1 in Tucson, that's guaranteed because they're doing a convention, so they're going to run it at the convention.
Oh, nice.
And then the other one is the the one that
are they doing it on the 19th.
Yes.
Too? Okay, nice. So that's going to be a huge event.
No, the 19th. No, so that's different than our actual trial. They're going to do it. They're both going to do it in November.
Oh, okay, nice. Okay, perfect.
Because Nate told me he wants to play.
Oh, nice.
So he's like, we can't do it on the 19th because he wants to play. I'm like, I get it. So we'll do that. And then there's one in Brave New World.
Okay.
In by Six Flags Magic Mountain.
So by Chase?
Yes, Chase. They're running it up there. They're set, and they had the largest attendance when we ran it last year.
I do remember that, yeah.
Because
like
they're
26 people.
Because they're so close to pulling from Fresno and Bakersfield, and they're so close from pulling from LA and Orange County. Because they're less than 2 hours away from us, and LA is like 40 minutes away.
Okay, yeah.
Bakersfield is like an hour from them, and Fresno's like 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
Okay, yeah, that's not far at all.
So that's why they were able to pull from everywhere. And then I don't know when that's supposed to be, but I would assume it's going to be in November.
Okay, nice. Yeah, there's nothing else going on in November, so it should be good to go.
Yeah. So if I don't know how many that is already.
I think it's up to 10.
Yeah,
that's
so
2 in Arizona, 2 in Texas. You and I, that's 6. Ernie is 7. The one at Tony's.
Yeah, 8.
And then Bakersfield, and then the one up by Chase.
Yes, that's 10, right?
That's 11. You said 2 in Bakersfield.
No, 1. Only 1.
Oh, 1. Okay, so yeah, then we're at 10.
Now, if the Texas one falls through, there's one in Northridge that wants in.
Oh, nice.
So we just might have 11 because they wanted to get in because a lot of people just want to play. I think they really start to, because out here, especially out in the West Coast, because it's like different when it comes to how people play. A lot of people play a lot of older stuff out here. You don't see that many modern events, right? The only modern events you'll ever see are like when it's like a rock event.
Or WKOs.
Yeah, you'll never see like just your weekly modern event. Whereas in other parts of the country, that you see that every week because they're practicing. Their Winamaps are that. Yeah. Here you'll see Pauper, you'll see 600-point theme, you'll see monsters versus this, science versus magic, comic accurate, things like that. And then because of that, that just comes with playing older stuff.
Because you need more of an access to those unique team builds.
Yes. So then because our format is basically everything almost, it makes it a lot easier for players who play at all these places where they play older stuff, that it's just easy for them to just like, well, I already have this, let me just go play.
Yeah. Or I'm missing this one piece, let me go grab that real fast. I have to go buy this whole new team.
Yes, because everything rotated out.
Yeah.
So I mean it's cool. It's pretty exciting. And this is really just we didn't even really advertise, it's not like we put this mass call for people to. These are just people who've already been waiting for us to just, like, they've already been waiting in the wings. Once we announced it, they're just like, okay, we're all in. Like, they all just like do. They were like already on that waiting list for us to just contact them and do it.
Yeah, we're like, hey, it's up, and they're just like, boom.
But yeah, like, okay, cool, we're in, boom, boom, and like, oh my goodness, okay. So
yeah, no, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, it should be fun. I would really like to see when we put up all the lists, and then we could talk about it, and then maybe it would be cool for each trial. Maybe we can get the winner to come on. That would be awesome. So I can't wait, man.
Yeah, just at least for a little bit of the episode.
Yeah, just to come on and just talk about it and how it went, and like whatever other ideas they have, and like we have a pretty good council on our stuff. Like, I just like that Adam and PJ are just constantly trying to break it in Paris.
Yeah, no.
I'm like, that's what your guys' job. Break it.
And then we'll decide what we're going to do after. And then we'll fix it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's supposed to be, right? Because we want to keep it as healthy as possible. And then,
lawful is good.
There is this
or lawful and neutral, I should say.
There is a argument to be made that Adam was bringing up, and I think this is something we need to go into more in depth next week, maybe.
Okay.
Is how the rules have changed since the original watch list, the original first couple watch lists. Mm-hmm. How they've changed the game and the rules and the design, and now what they think is acceptable. Maybe I don't even, this might be controversial, but like, to go back to how originally was written. Here's an example.
So use the original rules?
The original, because the reason why they were on there, okay, I'll give you a perfect example. One of the reasons why they put, okay, there's like two main reasons. Power level, something is just too strong for the game to format. Mm-hmm. Or it's just too degenerate where it just becomes a negative play experience. So negative play experience. Faust. Can't do it. Copycat. You don't get to play your team. Highfather. You don't get to play your guy. Okay? Things like that. Orange Battery. You don't get to play because you don't get to move.
Okay? Yeah.
Now, power level things are like Spiral. Mm-hmm. Where she just makes it and you can just pour it over and hit. Shatterstar, being able to just go across and bring someone next to you and then hit him right away. Cop car. It's okay. Now let me go to the cop car thing. We have shredders, correct? Mm-hmm. There's nothing wrong with them. They're fine. When the cop car, then why did the cop cars get errated and they're on the watch list? Because there was no invincible back then.
Yeah, exactly.
There was no such thing as can reduce penetrating damage. So when the cop completely car unstoppable. When the cop car hit you, it went through everything. And not only that, it got, of course, like the cuff to the bumper, moving you, whatever. But the main reason is the only thing they changed from it was they just removed the penetrating damage part. Well, fast forward, everything's the same. Fast forward to shredders. Well, why are they fine? They're actually way worse. They're like 10 times crazier than the cop cars because they can actually attack you.
No,
and they're hard to kill, right? They have deeper dial, harder to kill. Well, the cop car is also a more of an investment in points. You have to pay like, I believe the cheapest GCPD Gotham guy is like, I want to say 25 points.
Okay.
So you're paying 68 plus 25. You're paying like
And
93 points.
So that's a prerequisite to drive
To
the
drive it,
car,
right? So you have like you're paying 20. You're paying 93 points when you're paying 90 for mini and 75 for clone. Are you kidding me?
Technically, couldn't you use a thug that gains the keyword?
You need, but for the cop car to work the way you want it to work, it requires 2 keywords. It requires Gotham City.
Oh, okay. And the thug only gains 1, right?
It's like GCPD or police and then Gotham City or something like that.
Okay. And the thug only gains the 1 keyword, right?
It's only 1.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But you could use it. You could use the thug just for the one thing, which is fine. But the part where you can't ignore it and they cuff you to the bumper, that's very, very big because they don't get ignored. Meaning they can't. It's like they protest you.
Yeah, and you just drag him around, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So because there was no invincible, they had to change it. Well, if they put it back to normal, they'd be no different than the freaking shredders. Also, with the amount of like high damage attacks now, with like the infinite, like you have exospecs with flurry now.
Yeah.
The cop car is only 11 clicks. Seems a lot, but it has no reducers. The defense is low. You can kill that thing.
Yeah.
You can't kill the shredders. They come back.
Yeah, it takes a lot more to kill them.
Yeah.
So your suggestion is to maybe unerrata some of the things that were errated during the time.
Okay, here's another one. Highfather. Okay, Highfather. Highfather says you make a pact. Highfather and the highest point guy on their side can't attack until Highfather takes damage from an attack or something, right?
Yeah.
That was really, really, really degenerate back then.
It's very oppressive.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. We are in a world where ID cards are a thing. He is obsolete now because if he packs your highest point guy, fine. I'm just gonna call in a guy to hit you anyway.
Yeah. Hey,
so who cares?
You go ahead and packed up Lex.
Exactly. So then, because of that, his errata will not apply, right?
Yeah.
Because who cares? Everybody and their mom plays freaking ID cards.
This is true.
Even if you don't play ID cards, you're going to have so many guys on your team that they can all attack, right? Because you have retaliators. You have little pogs.
Or
there's all a bunch of ways to get around him.
Or you're playing some undying team that you don't need to attack because you can't hit me.
So he's another one, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying I just gave 2 examples. I mean, I'm sure I can look through it and find, but those are the 2 that I was thinking maybe needs to go back.
So, okay. So so removing the errata from them.
Also,
would that, how would that affect the game? Would that build more teams or would that not change anything?
It would definitely build more teams because now instead of playing shredders, you could play GCPD.
Okay.
Now you have an option, right? Because
do you think it would be viable though?
A lot of people love to play police.
Okay.
They're just not good.
Well, that you could do Central City Police, but yeah, that's a lot of points.
But look, if a couple things. Number one, all that stuff is like archived. It's hard to find. It's like all gone, right? All the golden age. You can find it, but you have to do some like detective work. Okay.
Yeah, we ran into that last time.
So here's the other thing. If you're a new player, or not a new player, but you're like a new to the format, you know how much easier it is to just read the cop card. And then just go, oh, this is how it works. Done. Instead, because you know what brought that to my attention was Jonah playing utility belt.
Oh, good God.
He wasn't aware of the errata, but that wasn't around for everyone to just see.
So that kind of does need to get errated because you can prep time to the +2 stats.
Yeah,
and that's
well,
ridiculous.
Fine, you could leave it that. But the point being, it would be easier for someone getting into the format to just read the card and be like, oh, that's how it works.
Yeah.
As opposed to, having to have all of these documents ready and whatever. A lot of us just know it because we've been around that long. But what if you haven't? What if you're you and you're just new? You don't know.
No, exactly. Like Joan and I haven't been playing that long, where we know about those old rules. So it goes back to we've been talking about doing the FAQ.
Yes.
So we could have a list of figures that have erratas or figures that
should do that.
Remove the errata from.
But I think we should. I think we should discuss. I think we should discuss that in our council regarding the because my first two candidates would be GCPD car and Highfather.
So yeah, we would just have to look at all the figures that have errata.
Yeah.
And what?
Look, Adam already did the legwork.
There you go. Good
That's
job,
why
Adam.
he brought it up to begin with.
Yeah. Okay, so that makes sense. Yeah, we can have a vote on it and
we'll see.
Go from there.
I mean, it might be better just leave it the way it is but if the farther and farther it gets away from how it was back then, a lot of that stuff becomes irrelevant. So I think we need to. One of the ones that Aaron brought up was like, what about Bizarro? He's like, do you think Bizarro should go back to the way it was? Maybe. It might make Bizarro better.
I remember what it was. He had there was no limit to the amount of tokens you could have, right?
Right. But you can't exceed like 12 or something. Like however many
I think it's a max 150 now. So
yeah,
12
would make sense. Before there was nothing. And also when you healed him, he removed when he healed him, he took a token. He added a token.
Okay.
If he took damage, he removed the token, right?
See, but wouldn't that open up a whole new Undying team?
It could. That's why that's something we need to look at.
To look at deeper. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, because
that's just something that Aaron brought up is like, what about that? Yeah, hey, we haven't really looked at it. Why not?
Yeah, no. Like I said, it's worth taking a look at, taking a sit down.
I think it's cool to see the cop cars back because those things are big targets, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, you said it's a 100-point investment for the pilot and just one car.
I mean, if you want to do like the thug route, it's only 78 points, but you're only going to get half of the. Oh, you know what? I don't even know because he has to pick a name theme.
Okay.
He has to pick a name keyword, and I want to say that the. Let me see. What's the one that the penetrating damage? Let me see. Okay. It's Gotham City or a Gotham City keyword or police team ability. Okay. So he can do the clear the streets, the thug can.
Mm-hmm.
But he can't do the cuff to the bumper.
Okay. Let me look that up.
Cruiser. You can bring it up.
Yeah. Cop car or no, GCPD, right?
Cruiser. Yeah, piloted.
Cruiser piloted?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so share the screen. Oh, it's got willpower.
Cool. That's a cool ability, though, like Gotham City.
Oh,
so
wrong screen.
You can do it for 78 points, right? You could do Thug. You can play Gotham City team. This is what I'm talking about.
There we go. All right, here we are. So which one is it? The cuff to the bumper. So
No, the clear the streets part. Look at the clear the streets. That's the main one.
Okay, so Gotham City keyword or police team ability once per turn when the GCPD cruiser passes through a square occupied by an adjacent or by an opposing character, immediately place that character in a square within 3 squares in line of fire of its current square and deal it 1 damage and then complete GCPD's current movement.
So it used to say 1 penetrating damage.
Yeah, I see the figure.
See, look, it says remove the word penetrating. And then look at the cuff to the bumper. That was the main thing too. Was that?
Can use plasticity. Characters that can automatically break away, ignore character movement purposes, do not automatically break away. Oh, okay, that's pretty good.
That's really good. You know what that stops? That stops a vulture.
Yeah. Well, no. So, if the cruiser moves up, yes, but vulture has giant reach.
No, but the you can just cuff him. You can just run up to him.
Yeah.
And then
if you can get there first.
Get away.
So it only can move 8 squares.
Yeah, and then look at Gordon. Come on, man. Lieutenant Gordon. Anybody who's listening to this will know.
Oh,
right?
the double movement. Yeah, the movement.
Exactly. He's going to be moving like 17 squares.
Okay, yeah. That's
16
pretty
squares.
good.
You know, that's a lot. That's the whole map.
Yeah.
So, you know, you can and really, it's going to be hard to KO this in one shot. I mean, this thing could die in one turn, no problem.
Yeah, no. If you have a big enough hitter and they got flurry,
I mean, look how low the defense is. You know what I mean? Like even a walking wood can just beat the crap out of this.
Yeah, you got 17 for 3 clicks, 16 for 3 clicks, and then 15 for 5 clicks. So
look,
it's doable.
I know. I mean, this is a walking wood. Just like, oh, thank you. Let me eat this thing.
Yeah.
Because I need 5s and 6s to kill this. Yeah, no problem. And you have 2 walking woods. That's 12 damage. This thing's dead
all day.
So
yeah, no. So yeah,
I think it would open up a lot if you.
It has potential.
If you gave them if you play the Gotham City team.
Yeah.
And you play the
Gotham City team on its own has ridiculous carry ability with the Underworld team ability where you're carrying each other.
Mm-hmm.
You could literally sidestep across the whole map.
Click on GCPD officer from the Harley set.
30 points.
There you go. That's the best one. It's Gotham City and GCPD. Because before that, it was 001 from the Gotham Streets of Gotham. 001. That guy.
Yeah.
Oh, he's 30, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. He's the. Yeah.
I like the other one because it has sidestep. And the enhancement and empower you can copy.
But you're not going to. You're not going to be using sidestep because he's gonna be piloting. What can this guy use? What can this officer use? Nothing.
Yeah.
So then you'd pick the other one and you pick you'd say you can use enhancement because then that has perplex enhancement. There you go.
Yeah, no, it's much better. Yeah, the enhancement's good for your call-ins because your vehicle piloted is.
Hey, wait! Go back again. No, you can't play that one. Go back to that one. No, go back to the officer. That one. Look, power. Place adjacent up to 2 friendly characters with. Wait a minute. So you can just move your cop car up next to them.
Oh my, yeah. That's pretty good. Yeah. So. Move.
Up to 2, so you can play 2 cars and run them up.
Oh, dude. And then it's poison or penetrating damage. I like it. See, solid strategies cool. Here.
I mean, but it's contingent on it having penetrating. But I guess it doesn't matter if it's not going to happen.
Yeah. So food for thought. Let us know what you guys think, as always. But yeah, no, that's definitely an interesting thing, especially if we're going to be playing with older figures. And like you said, there wasn't Invincible when the errata for this was.
Yeah, there were no ID cards for Highfather, so that's why those things had to be the way they were.
You know, it seems a little overkill, like Jakeem with the shape change.
Exactly.
You know, oh God.
All right. Well.
Yeah. Speaking of some ideas and stuff, we're going to just start doing something new. Not new, but restarting up again. Yeah, that I know you've done in the past is we're doing the Superhero Showdown Bronze Age. Dun dun dun.
It's gonna be on Roll20, so we have it all set up. It should go up this week because we're gonna do it kind of like after this. It's Monday. Right?
I'll give you guys a little preview. Where am I at? Which one is it? Is this? Oh, wrong page. Here we go. I'll slide it over so you guys can see. Boom, we're getting ready.
Yep.
Gonna be good.
One more thing before we finish. I teased the team with Wendigo. In Bronze Age, you can easily bring up Alyosha Craven.
Oh God, Alyosha.
Nobody has played this team yet. It just keeps getting better. Alyosha Craven.
I love this one. This
amazing.
Yeah.
So
I started playing him when I first started playing Clicks.
Read the animal influence part.
So if Alyosha Craven was given a non-free action this turn, you may give Gildrick the Lion or another friendly character with the animal keyword a move action as free. So that's an extra free attack.
Which means it's another free attack for Wendigo.
God.
Yeah, and then what's cool about the Lion is as long as there's a as long as Alyosha's on the map, the lion can be given one action as free.
Yes.
So the lion can just move or attack for free, and then it can just regular attack or move.
Mm-hmm.
So you're getting multiple uses out of this, and then on top of that, you can have an option between Wendigo and King Shark.
Wendigo King Shark is good.
See, because King Shark can move up and then do his flurry.
I'm gonna say if you're looking for some prob and perplex, Clarion and Teakle are solid.
Dude, there's
animals.
so many. Oh man, there's too many things that you could do with it, but nobody has even tried Alyosha. Maybe Wendigo can do it, right?
Dang, look at all these beautiful animals, my friends.
There's so many to choose from.
This is just the turtles. Oh, and some Yu-Gi-Oh clicks. Oh, I want to see someone do something with the Great Eagle.
Yeah, too many points.
I know.
70 points is a lot.
So good though.
The one thing you can do is that go up to Duneborn Wolf. Go up. No, go up.
Is it just Wolf?
No, go up. No, farther up. Yeah, Moonborn, sorry.
Moonborn, yeah.
This
is from Mage Knight.
Yeah, look at look, he's only 45 points, but look at the trait.
Moonborn Dune Wolf can use stealth. When Moonborn Dune Wolf occupies hindering terrain, he can use flurry. Hey, that's clever.
So the only thing that sucks is his attack is 9.
Yeah.
So how it worked before was you gave him a hammer.
Oh, so 11 attack? That's not
11
bad.
attack, and then he can charge and then flurry. You just give like an empower guy, and then boom, he's going for 45 points. That was huge.
Do you know
that's just little things.
Do you know offhand what Mage Spawn team ability is?
No, you can like hover over it, and it'll show you, or click it. Oh, there. What's it say?
At the beginning of the game, choose a friendly character with the highest point value to be
this
team's master.
Yeah, this is
if a character using this team ability is within 4 squares of its master when the master is given a move action, the character using the team ability may be given a move action as free action.
So you're moving Alyosha.
Yeah.
Alyosha moves an animal, and then Moonborn moves.
Dang, that's really good.
And then the lion also moves for free because it can move for free.
And then Wendigo moves.
And then what you do is you move Wendigo for free because you should be on water, and then King Shark moves for free.
And you can play on the Flashpoint Flood.
See? And then
so
everybody just basically Alyosha taxied everybody without actually carrying everybody.
Oh my god, that's so good.
Because everybody moves, right?
Yeah. So we have to look who else has Mage Spawn, because that's a
my favorite one is Xeraxis is my favorite guy. He's not animal though.
Monster warrior. So monster is still solid keyword.
But look at this guy. This guy's my guy right here.
So he can use flurry, force blast, leap climb. When he uses flurry to attack the same target twice, damage dealt to the second attack is penetrating. Ooh. Ooh. A lot of empower, some perplexes. I like what I'm seeing here.
Dude, so this guy moves up and he just flurries. Force blast, flurry, leap climb. That's so amazing. Because look, check it out. Because he has leap climb, when he moves for free, he can leap climb for free.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
And then you flurry. Second attack is penetrating, and then you have force blast, so you can like hit them against the wall and stuff.
Yeah, so knock them down, deal the penetrating, knock them into a wall. Good game, my friend.
So you don't have to do theme, you just do this guy. And the other one I was saying was look at Bruce Wayne from the 60s. See, this is like all the combos, man. There's combos for days. You got to put Wayne because Banner's going to come up.
Yeah. Which one?
Classic TV up there, 002.
Boom. Okay.
Read him.
Ooh.
Commissioner. Read that one.
The commissioner called it. Let's go. When another friendly character is given a move action, after resolutions, you may give Bruce Wayne a move action as free. So again, all that free movement, moving him into position for an outwit is pretty solid.
See?
Yeah, no, I like it. So yeah, like you said, it's just so many little combos and little figures that we probably haven't seen in 10 years. I don't know when did classic TV come out? Yeah, is that the same set with the bookworm, or is that 66?
Bookworm is from here, yeah.
Okay, yeah. See, I like that bookshelf. I've been trying to work on something with that bookshelf. It's hard.
What's hard with the bookshelf is it's immobile.
I know. So you got to make them come to you.
It's tough.
Yeah, it's a work in progress.
So, yeah, so that's like the Bronze Age team of. I guess we should do every week, like a little combos here and there, and that's one. The Alyosha. Someone's got to try it. Okay, so the last time we did the format like this, the book was still legal. Easton played an Alyosha. He played an Alyosha Unicorn Deadpool team.
Huh.
So it was an animal based team with Unicorn Deadpool.
Okay.
And back then, before the Thor rules kicked in, he would do the beginning of the turn free move him, and then Deadpool would be able to free attack at the beginning of the turn. Remember? So you would be able to free attack before any action was given, because how Deadpool says is at the beginning of the turn, make a free attack if you're next to somebody, and it's like a free something. It's like whatever.
Yeah.
But then they changed it now, right? You can't do like free actions before doing it.
Yeah, you can't do free actions at the beginning of your turn anymore.
Exactly. So, because before what he was doing was at the beginning of the turn, he would call in. Because remember, ID cards used to be at the beginning of the turn.
Oh yes, God.
So then Alyosha would free call in a guy, or not free call in, but beginning of the turn call in a guy that's still the beginning of the turn. Then, Deadpool, because Alyosha triggers, Deadpool moves. And then once Deadpool moves, he's still at the beginning of the turn, and he gets to attack, and he attaches the rainbow thing on him.
Yeah.
And then still beginning of the turn, Split Lip drops a hammer, picks it up, quakes. Still at the beginning of the turn, he picks it up, and then he hits you.
Yeah, so it's all during the beginning of his turn, and it's all probably free actions.
Exactly.
So when his turn actually comes around, he's still going to have many more attacks to attack you with. That's pretty good. And that's why we trust Easton's opinion.
Yeah.
So
when he did that, he smoked everybody. One of those matches is in our videos of our YouTube page. It's gross.
So when's Easton going to come out for our Bronze Age event?
I don't know. Maybe next year when we start the circuit.
Sounds good. So I know when you did the original event with Invitational, a good amount of the East Coast guys came out and competed in the event. So
yeah, like Adam came. I mean, I guess you could say East. I guess you would say
PJ, Daniel.
Yeah, PJ, Dan, and
Adam. You said Adam came, right?
Yeah. And then Dustin Cedars, and then also everyone in Colorado. So like Dustin Cedars went to go play.
They're more like Southwest, though. No.
Yeah. But I mean, I guess it would be
it's like east of California.
Yeah, east of us, right? Because we're freaking way out.
Everyone's east of us.
So
all right, Alaska and Hawaii's got something on us, but that's okay.
Yeah,
it's not a
lot. Yeah. So, hopefully we get when we actually launch it. When we do everything, still working on it. We'll see how everything goes right now. So far it's promising. Because we want to still have the cash pricing and everything. So. All right. Well, I mean, I've babbled on it long enough.
Yeah, and we're going to be babbling on more when we hop onto our Roll20 game here in a couple minutes. So you do your due, sir.
All right, guys. So I guess next week we'll talk about what happened, the showdown, discuss it, and then we'll also talk about the trial this week. Hopefully the winner will come on and we have more insight in the format because X-Men is legal.
Your trials next Friday next Saturday for sure.
Yep.
So
this Saturday, so when in doubt, guys, until next time, when in doubt, perplex the attack.
Don't forget to practice rolling your dice, guys. Take it easy. Oh, we got to get on the right screen here.